Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Monday, August 24th, 2020. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Minister of Youth in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, is urging the young persons on the island to refrain from violence.
We have been going through a period of calm on the island of Nevis, for which we are very, very thankful. Unfortunately, very recently we would have had 2 incidents of gun violence in the Charlestown area, and I'm appealing to our young people, please to kindly put down the guns. We've had several months without any gun violence, and we do not want to go back there where we were several months ago. And so I am making a special appeal to our young people to kindly put the guns down. Whatever you have, whatever problems, whatever issues you have, I'm sure you can solve them without the guns. Please, we want us to pick up love and put down the gun and put down the violence.
Minister Evelyn was speaking during the final in a series of town hall meetings held at the Charles L. Walters Community Centre in Hanley's Road. While on the topic of young persons, the Minister of Youth also encouraged the youths to cut back on the consumption of alcohol.
I am a little bit concerned, and many persons on the island are a bit concerned as well, in terms of the consumption or the overconsumption of alcohol by many of our young people. We see it especially on weekends. There's nothing wrong with having some alcohol, but there's something wrong with overdoing and drinking too much. And so I'm appealing, I'm sure the Minister of Health will bear me out on that. It is not good for our health. And so I'm appealing to the young people as the Minister of Youth to try to cut back on the alcohol consumption.
Minister of Youth in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Eric Evelyn. The Ministry of Education has embarked on an extensive cleaning and sanitization project of all government-operated schools on the island. During this all-out cleaning and sanitization effort, schools will have their walls, floors, ceilings, windows, doors, desks, chairs and tables cleaned and disinfected.
Happy to be here this morning at the Charlestown Secondary School to have a look at some of the cleaning that we have going on. Of course, we know we are under the scourge of COVID-19, and so one of the things that the Ministry of Education decided to do is to have a full and total cleaning of all of our schools in preparation for the reopening of schools in September. Of course, we know that it's not the business as usual, it is not a common time, and so we have to ensure that all of our schools are being professionally sanitized. Schools are going to be power washed and steam cleaned and so on. We have brought in professional cleaning services. It's a lot of personnel that are in, and they're going to be doing a full cleaning of the school. So come September morning, we are expecting that our students would be in the best possible environment. Safety and the health and the well-being of our students and our teachers is paramount, and the Ministry of Education and the government as a whole is taking that very, very seriously. So I am here today just to walk through and to look at what is being done here at CSS. And what we are seeing at CSS, or what we are going to see at CSS, is pretty much the same as what is going to be happening for every single government school on the island of Nevis.
During this week and the coming week, there will be a number of health protocols training and sensitization of the school reopening guidelines for education officials, principals, deputy principals, teachers, school safety representatives, security officers, crossing guards, school bus drivers, and all other auxiliary staff members. School is scheduled to reopen on Monday, September 7th, 2020. Meantime, the Department of Social Services will resume its school uniform assistance program for the less fortunate. The Minister with responsibility for youth and social development in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, encouraged persons to register their interest at the Department of Social Services.
The Department of Social Services Currently, we are having our program where we will be assisting parents in terms of back to school for students who will be needing uniform assistance. This is something that the social services do every year. It is not open for every student on the island. Of course, we do not have the resources for that. But we, for the persons who are less fortunate, who are not so well off financially, we try to assist you in terms of getting school uniforms for your children. And so if there's anyone who is listening or viewing, and you may fall in that category, you have to visit the offices. You can visit the office on Government Road, opposite Hunkins, or the office on Park Range, and lodge your interest in terms of being a part of this program, and we will see how we can accommodate you in terms of assisting you with uniforms for your children.
Interested persons can contact the department at 469-5521, extension 6290. Still to come, ECSRC issues warning against fraudulent COVID-19 related scams circulating. The details after this break.
Contribute to the future. Create the sound of Nevis. The Nevis Tourism Authority, in collaboration with the Culturama Secretariat, presents the Nevis Song Competition. Winner will receive EC $5,000. That's right, 5,000 EC dollars could be yours. The deadline is September 11th, 2020. Submit your song to info@nevisisland.com. Visit www.nevisisland.com and www.culturamanevis.com for more information. It's the Nevis Song Competition.
Welcome back. The following is a warning from the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, ECSRC, through the Financial Services Regulatory Commission, Nevis branch, asking persons on Nevis to be aware of fraudulent COVID-19 related scams in circulation. The Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, ECSRC, advises the public in the member countries of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, to be aware of fraudulent investment offerings that are being circulated via the internet and other channels. These scams are currently being promoted using the COVID-19 pandemic as a cover to target unsuspecting or vulnerable individuals in times of economic stagnation and downturns. They include pyramid schemes, unauthorized forex trading, false COVID-19 related investments, and work from home and personal finance schemes. Pyramid schemes are fraudulent investment offerings that profit almost solely through the recruitment of other participants in the program. The ECSRC warns the public to be on the alert for the following red flags of a pyramid scheme. 1. Emphasis on recruiting new participants to join the scheme. 2. Promise of a high return over a short term. And 3. No genuine product or services offered. And 4. Complex commission structure. Here are some tips on how to protect yourself. 1. Be suspicious of persons who contact you to invest quickly or promise high returns on your investment. 2. Consider seeking financial advice or guidance before you invest. 3. Ensure that any individual or firm with which you conduct business is licensed or authorized by the ECSRC or other relevant government authority. The ECSRC is a regulator of securities business in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU. The member countries of the ECCU are Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Christopher, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This ECSRC will continue to take the necessary measures to prevent securities fraud in the Eastern Caribbean Securities securities market. Therefore, if you are aware of or have been the victim of a fraudulent scheme in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, we encourage you to contact the ECSRC via email at ecsrc@eccb-centralbank.org or the law enforcement authorities in your country. The Ministry of Human Resources Nevis Island Administration wishes to inform of the deadline extension of application submissions for the Government of the Kingdom of Morocco's postgraduate scholarship offers. This scholarship program will be offered to citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis for the academic year 2020 to 2021. This extension has afforded for applications to be submitted to the Ministry of Human Resources on or before Friday, September 18th, 2020. For guidance on application, information, eligibility, conditions of admission, registration process, etc., please contact the following persons: Mrs. Shanola Murray-Gill, Ms. Ronnie Williams, Ministry of Human Resources, Nevis Island Administration, at telephone number 469-5521, extension 5163 or 5164. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanstead Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.